It is interesting that he's been denied bond every single time. People were saying, like, why doesn't the judge want to, like, grant him bond? And they've got all these conditions, and I'm sure he'll be on house arrest and have an ankle monitor and have maybe even, I think, in one of the bond applications, they might have had, like, you know, security that would watch him, like.
Oh, yeah, and then they said that he would turn over his passport. He would be restricted to house confinement.
Yeah, it does beg the question, well, he's done a significant amount of time and his trial is over. As he awaits his sentencing, well, why are you still detaining him? If you, depending on what is said in that motion, if you haven't detained people of similar convictions, so then there is that question.
What do you think it is?
I think a lot of the laws are outdated. I feel like it's always left to interpretation of the law. But at the end of the day, it's people in positions of power do what they want to do. Mm-hmm. That's what I really think it is. And I don't know how much being in prison is helping anyone, right? It costs money to keep them there. Like, imagine how much money it costs to keep Diddy in prison.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Like, who's paying for that at the end of the day? Who's paying for that? It gotta cost more. I don't know. Maybe I'm speculating this. How much money does it cost for them to keep Diddy in prison? Because I'm sure he's in a special place. He's not in prison population, right? They probably have to pay extra people, extra hands to. So, you know, like, these are all these little things that we don't think about. And I'm sure if he were released, it would be at his cost, right?
Yeah.
He would have to pay
versus the
personnel.
Yeah.
Versus the taxpayers. He's going to be, you know, detained either way because he's not going to just be out, you know, in general population popping bottles. Like, it's not going to be that. So, like, you know, ultimately it comes down to money. It comes down to abuse of power. Like, a lot of the things that they accuse Diddy of, right, like abusing his power, the government is doing the same thing.